What's going on, Organic Growth Nation? This is Cameron Devon crew in the building this evening. I'm coming to you tonight from the high rise on the north side of the Las Vegas Strip. It is September 2nd, 2022, and I'm feeling groovy. Tweety-dee-hee-hee. Yeah, groovy. I did yoga earlier with my woman. She's pregnant, so she did some stretching. She did a little bit of the dragon lunge, both sides. She did the warrior 1, warrior 2, and the runner's lunge. And then after that, she did a little bit of the pigeon pose, the double pigeon pose, and I went through a whole flow for 45 minutes. We broke a sweat, and what I recommend to everybody out there in the Organic Growth Nation is break a sweat every single day that you can, because that's going to keep you healthy, and it's going to keep your health in longevity so that you can keep doing numbers throughout your life. Yes, indeed. And also make sure that you eat something green every day. Ideally a green juice. Alternative to that would be a smoothie. Okay, if you can't get the smoothie or the green juice and you can't do a matcha tea, then get you a salad and put some romaine lettuce, some kale, some arugula, maybe some bok choy. Maybe do a soup with a couple of greens in it. Just make sure your immune system does numbers. That's basically what I'm saying. Invest in yourself, invest in your health. A lot of people are overly focused on their finances, their relationship, their traveling, their lifestyle, but you ain't gonna be around here long enough to enjoy that lifestyle from all that hard work you do if you treat your body and your diet like shit. You know what I'm saying? What does it matter if you got $1 million, but you die at 55? Shout out to my grandpa. And that's where I learned that lesson. My grandpa passed away, hardworking man. When he was 55, I was 17, broke my heart. He was a great man, but high blood pressure, high cholesterol, gout. He was in a lot of pain, 3 triple bypasses. And what that told me was health is wealth. Because he had money, but health is wealth. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a quick episode. I'm going to drop some real hot fire for you, but we have a very pertinent message that I want to deliver. And this came from a recent TikTok video that I posted. And that TikTok video, I'm a player. That TikTok video was about a man came up to me at Legacy Club here in Las Vegas, and he said, "Yo, Cam, I have a question for you." I'm like, "All right, bro, go ahead." "Look, man, I'm in a relationship. The relationship's going well. She makes almost 200K. I'm making about 220K. So I'm like, okay, y'all on some power couple shit, right?" He's like, "Yeah, we are. That's almost $500,000 in the relationship. You're doing good." And then he's like, "But my dissatisfaction is the woman does not want to be submissive when we're at home in terms of where we're going in life." And I was like, okay, I feel that. How does that make you feel? He was like, "Bro, it makes me feel like I'm not a man." And I was like, I understand what you're saying. Now, on a little quick segue, I know a lot of women would be like, "Oh, he's insecure. He should be able to deal with a woman who is independent, this and that." Just listen to me. So I told him, I was like, I understand what you mean by that. You're masculine at work, and you want to be masculine at home. And you want to be at home with a woman who wants to follow your leadership and your direction in life. And he was like, yes, that is what I want. And that is a lot of men today. So the topic tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is that I want to break down masculine energy and feminine energy in a concept called polarity. And when you understand the dichotomy between the two, you need to understand what kind of partner you are actually compatible to be with. So let's get right into it. Yes, indeed, indeed. What is masculine energy? What is feminine energy? Well, masculine energy is basically everything in terms of energy that does not change. Feminine energy is everything that changes in terms of energy. So let's take it to a level a little bit lower, a little more superficial. Masculine energy, when we look at the flow of emotions in a person, and on a side note, every person, male, female, heterosexual, LGBT, has both a masculine, feminine dichotomy between them. So when you look at any individual, when the emotions are flowing through the person, energy basically, the more detached the person is, the more masculine they are. The more identified with the flow of emotions they are, the more feminine they are. So polarity is the difference between how detached versus how identified with the flow of energetic emotions two different people are before each other in an intimate relationship. So when you look at a masculine male and a feminine female, the female is totally identified with the flow of emotions moment by moment throughout her day, generally throughout her life. Now, of course, there are moments where she's detached because she has to make decisions and life choices for herself. But I'm talking in general, the norm. And the male, if he is more detached and he's just focused on where he's going in life, understanding his vision, his overall direction, and he's disregarding the emotions that he feels because he's trying to get to a certain destination, that makes him masculine, and the opposite is what makes the woman feminine. Now, in intimate relationship, polarity means the arc of sexual attraction. So if you look at a battery, you have a positive and a negative end. We could call the positive end masculine and the negative end feminine. Now, all my feminists, don't fucking play semantics on that. The masculine could be negative, the feminine could be positive. It's just opposite ends of the pole. But when you have two people whose energetic poles are at opposite ends, what happens is naturally they're drawn towards each other. The masculine, whether it be a man or a woman, is so detached from emotion, so not feeling emotion, that when they are before a feminine counterpart, again, whether it be a male or a female, they're attracted to it because that emotion fills them up. And the feminine is attracted to the masculine because that stoic sense of direction, that detachment, actually makes the feminine feel more comfortable going in the flow. So my favorite analogy is this. I view the feminine like a rushing river, like a white water rapid river flowing over rocks, going down a mountain stream in a landscape. And I view the masculine as the banks of the river. Now, which one is more powerful? A lot of people today, or a lot of women and a lot of men, think that feminine energy is something that is weak. They think if I say my woman is feminine, I'm saying she's weaker than me. The opposite is true. Feminine energy is life force itself. It is actually the most powerful energy that exists in the world. So when you have that white water rapid river flowing down, it needs boundaries. It needs guidance. Otherwise, it can overflow. It can wipe out villages sitting on the sides of the banks, kill animals. Very powerful energy. The value of feminine energy is that it fills up whatever is before it. The value of masculine energy is that it has the capacity to be detached to the point where it's able to see to the horizon and navigate effectively. Okay, steer to the left so we can shift around these boulders. Steer to the right. There's a saying that when you're in the forest, you're so close that you can't see. But when you're far enough away from the forest, you can actually see the entire horizon ahead of you and you can make decisions more clearly. So that's kind of the dynamic between men and women. Now let's get more practical in the day-to-day dating arena. The problem today is that In the past, women were typically stay-at-home housewives, and they were in the home tending to keeping everything clean, keeping food on the table, making the home beautiful, keeping it ever present and ever fresh, raising the children, and keeping a nurturing environment for everyone to be in. So every day is a different challenge for that stay-at-home wife because she has to keep the home fresh for everyone who's going to be inside of it. That makes the woman very present because she's focused on the moment-by-moment, day-to-day nuanced differences. And that woman didn't worry about how we're going to maintain our home, how we're going to pay the property taxes, the mortgage, the rent, etc. She was worried about the energy in the home being what it needs to be so the family stays together. The man had absolutely no interest in worrying about the emotions and energy inside that house. He was out in the world working, trying to make a way to make sure that the property taxes are paid so the home doesn't get seized, making sure the mortgage or the rent was paid so they didn't get evicted, making sure they had transportation, making sure that they could afford to bring the food into the home that the woman would then transform into a beautiful meal. So it's actually an equal exchange. Today, what we have is the same thing for men. Men haven't changed. We still know that we're supposed to go out, get an education, or get a technical skill, and then go get experience, work experience. We know we're going to start at the bottom. So as a young 20-something-year-old male, you know you're going to get in with a company or be a contractor or be an entrepreneur, and you're going to start building yourself up slowly. You're going to be broke. In your mid to late 20s, you're going to start coming into some stability. In your 30s, you're going to come into abundance. In your 40s, you're going to come into wealth. That's how it goes. So we know that we're focused on a long-term vision, and we don't care how we feel in the interim because we're trying to get to a place where we can take care of, maintain, protect, and provide for a family. Women have been encouraged since the feminist movement after the civil rights movement to go be independent. I have a theory on that, but I don't want to get on a tangent. I'm going to break it down one day, though. Ever since then, women have gone out like men, and they have developed careers. Now, at first, it might have been more feminine careers, being a teacher, being a nurse, being a social worker, being a therapist, being a high school counselor. Now women are breaking into different industries that were traditionally masculine, whether it be construction, engineering, technology, mathematics. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with that because a woman can do it the same way a man can do it because we both have feminine and masculine energy. But here's the problem that we face today. The women who have become career-oriented have learned to develop their masculine energy within themselves to be successful in their careers. They still have feminine energy, but they are more masculine than the women who were before them, who were more fully feminine. Today, you still have men, by and large, who are fully masculine. Somebody call me and fuck my music up now. Now, men today are fully masculine because we've always been career focused. We've always been provide and protect focused. And we've always known that we have to be stoic to get to where we want to be. But women have learned to follow careers like men do. So what that means is that women today are less feminine than they were in the past. Now, a lot of women have a thing where they're successful in their career. She got an education. She might be a doctor, maybe a highly experienced nurse, maybe a high school principal. Maybe she's in corporate America, but she's in a senior leadership role. She's making six figures, 100,000, 200,000, maybe more. And the thing is, women still want men who are at the top percentile of men, very masculine men. But men who are successful, who have an abundance of money, and who are stoic, don't want to go home with someone who feels like a business partner. I'm out working 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. I'm dealing with other masculine individuals, whether they be female or male. And there is no sexual polarity in that circumstance. So when I go home, I want to be refreshed, like I was saying earlier, by that feminine opposite, that energetic emotion of being in the moment, feeling the fluctuations of life. That fills me up. I want to be around that energy. And on another note, if I have money and I can take care of my home, I don't need another masculine individual to contribute financially to the home. I want the opposite of what I have. Let me put it like this. The reason, and a lot of women say this is insecurity, they're like, oh, men can't date women who are successful because they're insecure about that woman's money and her independence. No, it's not that. What it is this. I spent my 20s learning how to lead, studying economics, studying health, studying how to raise children, studying how to have a successful career, studying self-development, so that I could impart that onto the people that I'm leading, my woman, my children, and the people I'm leading in my career, right? I don't have the skills of domesticity. I don't have the ability to cook a variety of nourishing meals that can cater to my family's needs. I don't have the ability to create a beautiful home. I don't have the ability to make sure the energy is right in the home. I don't have the ability to come home and shake off the stoic energy and be nurturing to my kids and make them feel loved and warm. I don't have that. I've focused on the other side of that. So what I want is everything I don't have. And when women say, oh, that man's insecure because you have money and you're independent. No, it's not that shit. I don't want you because you don't have what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a feminine woman because I'm a masculine man. Now, I'm not saying that a woman who's chosen to be career-oriented can't have a relationship. I'm saying that you're going to have a more neutralized relationship. It's not going to be as extremely polar. So that means that your man is going to be a little bit less masculine, a little bit more willing to be submissive, a little more willing to let you make decisions, a little bit more willing to bring out his feminine side, to bring some of that nurturing energy and that kind of stuff into the home. And there are men like that who exist today, for sure. So you're going to have to, and this is what it comes down to with compatibility. Men, when you're dating, don't be ashamed to feel like you want a traditional woman, because a lot of women today and a lot of society today will try to shame you out of that. If you want to be a traditionally masculine man, find a traditionally masculine woman so you can have the polar effects and you can bring what each of you are missing to the household for the betterment of yourselves and your children. Now, if you're on the other side where you want to be a more modern man and a more modern woman, where you're both career oriented, but the man is a little more feminine, the woman is a little more masculine, cool. Find that balance where y'all can be together. But you have to find the partner who is right for you. So if you're a man and you're dissatisfied because your woman is not submissive enough, it doesn't mean that you're toxic and controlling. It means that you don't have a woman who's feminine enough. And if you're a woman and you want more of an equal 50-50 partnership with a man, but your man doesn't want that, it doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. It means that your man is too masculine. You need to find a different man who's willing to be more 50-50. And that's all I got to say. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. I said it was going to be a short one. We're 20 minutes in the game now. I want to leave everybody with a quick exercise. So wherever you're at, find a comfortable spot in your seat. We're going to do a relaxation exercise, listening to the voice of Kameron, Devon crew. Sit back a little bit. In this relaxation exercise, we are going to relax from the crown of the head down to the feet. And when you relax, as you descend, when we relax the face, keep it relaxed as we relax the rest of the body. Once we hit the feet, you should be totally relaxed, and then we can go on with our evening or our day, whatever time you happen to be listening. So take a deep inhale. Hold it for 4 seconds. Exhale through your nose. Take another inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Now relax the crown of your head. You gotta take a sip of water, shit. Edit that out. Damn. All right. Relax the crown of your head. Take the wrinkles out of your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Let your eyelids gently, my voice, give me the water. All right, ready? Relax the crown of your head. Take the wrinkles out of your forehead. Let your eyebrows lower. Let your eyelids get heavier and get closer to closing sleepily. Relax your cheeks. Part your lips. Let your tongue drift off the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Relax your throat. Let your shoulders fall downward. Relax your chest, sink weight back into your seat. Relax your navel. Let your belly expand. Relax your pelvic floor. Loosen up your anus. Relax your glutes. Relax your thighs and hamstrings. Feel your knees relax. Feel your calves relax. Feel your fingers curl. And feel your feet relax until they tingle. Stay in that moment. And there's a saying that I want to share with you, which is that when you meditate or relax or be present to the moment, when you separate yourself from your thoughts, the feeling in your body. Space and time, and you're just there. That is who you truly are. I want all of y'all to have a beautiful day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you're at right now. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, listen to the quality of a player's voice. Groovy. Enjoy your life. Make the most of it. If you want your life to be like a music video, it absolutely can be. You just have to first conceive a vision inside your mind. Define it clearly. Cast it out into the horizon ahead of you. Focus on it. If you can believe in it, you can achieve it. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, this was Cameron Devon Crew Visualize Your Success podcast, another legendary episode. It's been a minute since I dropped one, right before the surgery I had last year, so very sentimental moment. Whatever you do, make the most of your weekend, and y'all stay up. I'ma holla. 5, 4, 3, 2